guys, Nikki Wood here. Today I want to talk to you about purchasing objects, whether they're magical or otherwise, that are antique or old or pre-used, and bringing them into your home. Now, the reason I want to talk with you about this is because sometimes when you buy things, you don't always know what energy is attached to them. And I have seen the situation before where somebody has brought something home from like a swap meet or antique store or an estate sale, and all of a sudden stuff starts going like really wonky in their house, or their luck starts turning really bad, or their emotional state changes. Maybe they're a very happy person, all of a sudden they're feeling very heavy and depressed. One of the things I want to tell you today is that everything carries energy. Especially objects that come from other people. If they're new, it's a little bit different. The same could be said if I go into a metaphysical store and I get some new crystals, or I get a new pendulum, or whatever it is that I get. I energetically clean that first. I sage it, or whatever else it is that I feel like that tool is telling me it needs in order to be cleaned. So the same thing is said as when you're buying objects that are already pre-used, because what can happen is if somebody owns something, their energy goes into that object, maybe whether they're conscious of it or not. Maybe you pick up somebody's very favorite, deer figurine because you love deer, and you're like, oh, this is so great, it was like $10, I love it. But maybe that person who loved the deer figurines was a really horrible, angry, miserable person. Just because she loved the deer doesn't mean she loved everybody else. And so that energy starts permeating out into your space or into your home, or people are maybe angry in the room where that deer is. So things like this are happening. Think about what it is that you're getting. It's always really good to kind of check vibrationally with the object before you bring it home, because sometimes you're so excited that you found something you love, you kind of forget that part a little bit. And if you're not sure, ask a friend. Call a psychic friend, call your psychic hotline. That's what I do. If I ever can't pick something up, or if I'm a little unsure, I'm like, I think it's okay, but I just want to make sure because I'm feeling a little off today. I just want to know. You can always ask somebody, because these are things that can happen. And people are not necessarily living with the intention of putting bad energy into things, but sometimes it does happen. That's not to say that you can't get lucky and get a piece of artwork maybe that somebody loved and felt great joy every time they looked at it every day. And they were the kind of person that was always happy and laughing. There was good stuff in their home, especially in maybe like the living room where that painting was hanging. It might be a really good addition, to your home to have that in there. But I just want to warn people sometimes that, you have to be careful what you're getting and what you're picking up, because you never really know. And you would hate to bring negative energy into your home unintentionally. Now, sometimes there's really, kind of scary cases of this, and sometimes there's more mild cases, but just be aware of what it is that you're picking up. The last thing that I want to mention kind of in conjunction with this also too is, I know a lot of people, especially girls, we love our jewelry and we love our pendants and our little things, especially in the spiritual community. There's lots of cool different things that you can get with like symbols and signs and different stuff on it. And often from time to time, whether you're, spiritual or whether you're a regular, person in the world, you look at something, you're like, oh, that's such a cool design, or I really like that shape on there, I'm going to get that. Always check and see if it actually means something and what it means, because you do never want to pick a symbol up that is, something the opposite of what you're trying to do. Sometimes if you get something, they have those little like evil eyes. Like those are good because they're repelling the negative energy. But if you get something that's meant to, draw negative energy in or something like that, that means it could be attaching to you. So you have to be careful whatever the symbol is, because sometimes like if you get a symbol and it has war on it, and that's the symbol of whatever that thing is, well, that's going to bring a lot of heavy discombobulated energy into your life. You don't want that. But if you have a symbol that's like for peace or for love or for whatever that is, whatever that symbol means, that's a really nice thing to have. So that's the secondary part of what I would tell you guys today, is make sure if you check something out and you like it and it has a symbol on it that you think is cool, make sure you get the actual meaning of what it really is, just to make sure that you're inviting the right sort of energy into your space and into your life. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys. I hope you keep that in mind as you're going out and purchasing things, because I think there's a lot of really cool vintage finds and stuff out there that are really unique and special. But just make sure that, when you get it, it has a good vibe, and that you do kind of clean it off energetically before you bring it into your space. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love and appreciate you all. And until next time, have an absolutely beautiful day.